Vanakkam and Namaskaram. Kumaraguru Institutions extends a warm welcome to everyone attending the prestigious Mahatma Gandhi Merit Scholarship Award ceremony organized as part of Kumaraguru Founders Day celebrations 2024. As our institution marks 40 years of educational excellence, we, with a profound sense of reverence and gratitude, reflect on the enduring legacy of faith, ethics, and values of Aruchelva Dr. N. Mahalingam Ayya, the esteemed patron of Shakti Group, whose vision and unwavering commitment continue to inspire and guide us as we strive for excellence. Mahatma Gandhi Merit Scholarship Award was constituted in the year 2007 by our revered founder Aruchelva Ayya to identify and appreciate scholastically talented youth of Kumaraguru. Since then, thousands of students have been receiving these scholarships constituted in the name of the Father of our nation in the domains of academics, sports, and special achievements. Today, for the year 2022-23, a total scholarship sum of rupees 1 crore 33 lakhs will be distributed to the deserving students.
அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனிப்பெரும் கருணை பல்துறை செம்மலான அருட்செல்வர் ஐயாவின் தொலைநோக்கு கனவின் பயனாக உருவான குமரகுரு கல்வி நிறுவனங்கள் தொடர்ச்சியான முன்னேற்றம், மாணவர்களின் தனித்திறன்களை வளர்த்தல் மற்றும் சமுதாயத்தில் அவர்கள் சிறந்து விளங்குவதற்கான ஆர்வத்தை வளர்க்கும் செயல்பாடுகளில் அர்ப்பணிப்பு உணர்வுடன் ஈடுபடுகின்றது. மகாத்மா காந்தி திறன் கல்வி உதவித் தொகையானது குமரகுரு கல்வி நிறுவனங்களில் பயிலும் திறமை வாய்ந்த இளைஞர்களை கண்டறிந்து பாராட்டுவதற்காக 2007ஆம் ஆண்டு மதிப்பிற்குரிய நம் நிறுவனர் தலைவர் அருட்செல்வர் அவர்களால் உருவாக்கப்பட்டது. அப்போதிருந்து ஆயிரக்கணக்கான மாணவர்கள் கல்வி, விளையாட்டு மற்றும் சிறப்பு சாதனை களங்களில் ஈடுபடுவதற்காக நமது தேசத்தந்தை மகாத்மா காந்தியின் பெயரால் அமைக்கப்பட்ட இந்த உதவித்தொகையினை பெற்று வருகின்றனர். இக்கல்வியாண்டில் தனித்திறனும் தகுதியும் உடைய மாணவர்களுக்கு 1,33,00,000 ரூபாய் உதவித்தொகை வழங்கப்பட உள்ளது. இந்த அறம் சார்ந்த மங்கள நிகழ்வை தொடங்கும் இறைவாழ்த்து பாடலையும் தமிழ்த்தாய் வாழ்த்தையும் பாட கல்லூரியின் பேண்ட் அக்ரதா இசைக்குழுவில் இருந்து செல்வி லக்ஷயா மற்றும் செல்வி பிரீத்தா ஆகியோரை அழைக்கிறோம்.
May I request the gathering to please rise for the invocation followed by தமிழ்த்தாய் வாழ்த்து.
ஞான விநாயகனே சரணம், ஞான விநாயகனே சரணம், நல்லவனே மற்றெல்லாம் வல்லவனே வருக ஸ்ரீ ஞான விநாயகனே. வானமலாவியவோர் விசித்திரம் கண்டேன், வானமலாவியவோர் விசித்திரம் கண்டேன், மன்னவனேமை பரமானந்தம் கொண்டேன், மன்னவனேமை பரமானந்தம் கொண்டேன். ஞான விநாயகனே சரணம், நல்லவனே மற்றெல்லாம் வல்லவனே வருக ஸ்ரீ ஞான விநாயகனே. நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும், சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில், தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும், தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே, அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற, எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே, தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே, வாழ்த்ததுமே, வாழ்த்ததுமே.
இறைவணக்கம் பாடிய மாணவிகளுக்கு நன்றி. மலர்தலை உலகின் மாணிக்கமாய், சக்தி குழுமத்தின் மணிமகுடமாய், குமரகுரு நிறுவனங்களின் பெருமைமிகு நிறுவனராய் திகழ்ந்த அருட்செல்வருக்கு தற்போது மலரஞ்சலி. ஐயாவின் திருவுருவப் படத்திற்கு மலர் தூவி மரியாதை செலுத்த மேடையில் உள்ள சான்றோர் பெருமக்களை கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம்.
Thank you, dignitaries. A thoughtful and heartfelt welcome with warmth sets the stage for a memorable and successful gathering that shall be cherished forever. I invite Dr. M. Edilarasi, Principal, Kumaraguru College of Technology, to deliver the welcome address.
Respected correspondent, respected joint correspondent, all the esteemed members of Kumaraguru institutions, principals, directors, deans, heads of the departments, faculty members, and all the brilliant students who are present here. First of all, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to every one of you. Of course, it's a momentous occasion where we are celebrating the academic excellence of our students, and you managed to top the top 10 students in your class. Heartiest congratulations to every one of you. It's a very important moment because every one of you strived very, very hard. Your hard work, your dedication that has paved the way for you to reach here. I'm very sure every one of you is excited about this achievement. Are you not happy? Happy or not happy? Extremely happy, because you are one among the top 10 students, as I mentioned before. It's not all that easy to perform academically very well. It demands a lot of hard work, and that you have made it. And it is also a moment where we are cherishing our achievement. It is equally important to send out the wave of gratitude to everyone whomsoever contributed towards your achievement. I think first and foremost, can you guess who contributed towards the success of yours? First and foremost, your parents. Definitely they would have done a lot of sacrifices, and therefore you are here. It's a moment filled with a lot of emotions, feelings. It is important that the heart is brimming with all that gratitude. Scientifically, people are trying to prove how the feelings are getting transmitted from one place to the other, from a person to another person. There are a lot more research reports coming out these days. I think it is going beyond the comprehension of what we call electromagnetic radiation. It is something beyond that, but still people are trying to measure it, prove that there is an impact, there is a wave that is sent out when we express all these feelings. Secondly, it is important to thank all your teachers who contributed towards this success, because they have transferred the knowledge very efficiently, and therefore you are here as one of the top students. And thirdly, but more significantly, it is important to send the wave of gratitude, the love for the founder, chairman, who founded this institution and instituted this award, Mahatma Gandhi Merit Scholarship Award. Out of the vision and the generosity that all of us are here today. He was focusing on nation building by enhancing the academic excellence of KCTNs, and he was dreaming about building a better nation through every KCTN. It is a moment where we should be able to recollect all that. It is not enough we celebrate our success, but we have got a responsibility to give back to the society as he did. I think with all these words for you to think, and let us take a moment, please join me for a minute with all the feelings, with all the true feelings. Let us all join together through our heart, send out the feeling of gratitude. For a minute, please. Gently close your eyes. Just remember the parents, remember the teachers, remember the founder Ayya, all of them. Give the gratitude in abundance. Thank you. And whatever effect, it is a simple ripple from every heart. When it is joining together, it creates a tremendous effect in the universe. And let us practice this more and more. With all these, my heartiest congratulations to every one of you, and a hearty welcome to everyone present here on this momentous occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the warm welcome and extending a sense of gratitude to all those who contributed to the success of Kumaraguru learners. An empathetic leader with a clear vision and steadfast dedication, our esteemed joint correspondent, Sri Shankar Vanavrayar, has been instrumental in nurturing the holistic development of our learners, encouraging them to set ambitious goals that spans across academic pursuits, research endeavors, international contests, and various extracurricular activities, including sports. Today, as we gather to celebrate those remarkable achievements of our Kumaraguru student fraternity, we are pleased to invite you, sir, to deliver the special address.
Very delighted to be here amongst all of you. I don't have to say warm welcome because it is indeed getting high into summer. So it is certainly a warm, hot afternoon. So I don't have to remind you, but at least I'll promise you a cool internal environment where you should be happy and celebrating. When the principal asked you something, whether you're happy, whether you're excited, there was a, later she wanted you to meditate without saying the word, but when she asked you, you were almost in a meditative mode. So I was very tempted to say, அவ்வளோ அவங்களுக்கு பிரியமில்லைன்னா அந்த சர்டிஃபிகேட் வேணால் அப்புறம் கொடுத்துக்கலாமா, இல்லை கஷ்டப்பட்டு வாங்கினாங்களான்னு அவங்களுக்கே சந்தேகம் இருக்கான்னு எனக்கு ஒரு சந்தேகம் வந்துச்சு. ஸோ whoever is behaving afternoon and sleepy, this is not the time to be. I know after working very, very hard for so many years, for so many, many years, you should be very high and happy. High and happy because you are not ordinary, you are outstanding, you are tall standing, you are amongst achievers, even though you might be called as achievers in academics, but please remember, you are in a very small percentage in this country who can reach higher education, even smaller percentage who will reach top 10 in each class. The first thing you must do to ensure that I know you're not sleeping, and for me to continue talking, you must clap for yourselves to be extremely... Thank you. 16 years we've done this. 16,000 students plus have got this. This year is 1,339 of you who will get awarded on the dais today, who will get celebrated on the dais today. It is very important for me to welcome some of the alumni or some of them who don't still think as alumni, who just left the campus some months ago. I want to welcome you first back into campus. Today morning when I came into campus, I just thought, for some other reason, I wanted to go to the temple and come inside. I went in, Tamil who came, I'm not sure whether he's here, Tamil Arasan or Tamil Chelvan, maybe he's not here now. He was coming inside and I asked him which year, and he said, sir, passed out, sir, alumni, sir. And that's when I remembered some of you who are from last year's batch are also getting it now. So welcome, special welcome back to some of you who have come back to campus. Also welcome to all the faculty. Sometimes the life and a role of a faculty does get systematic, procedural, organizational, administrative. But today is a celebration of the world of intellectual achievements, possibilities. Today is a recognition of all the work that institution, the curriculum, the assessment, and also each one of our passion comes out. So I want to welcome all the faculty and everybody who runs the system for this event, because this is truly a celebration of what we do. The parents, I'm not sure whether this is going live. Is this going? If this is going live, there are some of our students who couldn't join, and actually parents who are watching. I want to say that every year we normally have families also part of this event, but since this was delayed from last year, and we will have another session for this year's MGS also sometime in the next few months, we couldn't have you. Special greetings to all of you and appreciation to all of you, because as the principal said, this is a celebration of your dedication also. Now, why do we do this? A little bit of history. We do this because every institution naturally acknowledges achievers, acknowledges people who have done very well. But this was visioned by our founder as an effort to ensure that a certain segment and section of a class gets appreciated and acknowledged for their enormous work. It is very important that we remember that thought, that deed from so many years ago, from 17 years ago, that we have continued this every year. I want to say that the original plan was to see if this can be honored, named after Dr. Kalam. But when the founder invited Dr. Kalam for this event, he said, no, it cannot be in my name. So the story is that this could have been Kalam Merit Scholarship, but he said, not in my name, and both of them decided Mahatma Gandhi. So there are two great lives inspired by the Mahatma, honoring this scholarship on the Mahatma. So I think it's important for us to remember how inspiration works amongst great people, and they want to inspire us even further. Now, what is success and achievement is always a question. When you think of humans, sometimes the best word that I hear in the corridor when I ask you, what's your dream? Some people say, settle aano. Sir, or nalla life la settle aano. I'm somebody who doesn't believe in that statement at all. Life has to be unsettled. Life has to be strong and safe, which is, I think, very important. But humans are not born to be safe alone. Humans are not born to be settled. We just gave our floral offerings to our founder. We are remembering Dr. Kalam, and as always the father of the nation, not because they were settled, not because they were successful. We are remembering them because they are significant contributions that they gave to the country and the world, and because they are significant in our lives in some way or the other. Each one of us will have somebody in our lives. Could be a parent, a grandparent, a teacher, a friend, a senior. It could be anybody. There is Elon Musk or a cinema star or a sports star or a national leader. We all admire and we are inspired by somebody. The purpose of this event is not only to look at your success, your marks, and say, congratulations, here is a certificate. This event, we could easily send it through email and transferred it to your account. That's not what we do. We do this here because we are telling you, if you have won district level, then you have to go state level. If you won state level, you have to go national. If you won national, you have to go international. If you won international, you have to beat your own timing. Ask any sports person. Their aspiration is to become best, then beat themselves. Every Grand Slam tennis player says, I will beat my Grand Slam target. That is the purpose of this event. This event has this aspiration to inspire you because you are all qualified for success. You all have visa. Today the certificate is a visa for you to do more. This is not a reaching certificate. This is not a finishing certificate. This is a starting certificate. This is proof that you can do more. This is proof that you are not ordinary. This is proof that you're not settled. This is a proof that you don't want to be simple. You want to be successful and you can be significant. And how do we do this? Since we spoke about three people, for me, I wanted to think what are the three or two phrases that come for each of these people. First, Mahatma Gandhi. I want to think what are the reasons that I want to think. When I think, many reasons, you can say Mahatma Gandhi is a superstar. Mahatma Gandhi is the most strategic person. He's a great politician, a great peacemaker. Phenomenal things you can talk. But for me, when I wanted to think of today, the first two words that came was self-reflection. Mahatma Gandhi's Gandhiji's ability to constantly reflect internally. What the principal tried doing through half a minute was to make you reflect. Mahatma Gandhi spent every day. He called it prayer, but it was meditation. But he called it meditation, but it was reflection. He called it, maybe he didn't call it reflection, but what he was trying to do is find inner strength. He was trying to find the great strength internally. Forget Mahatma Gandhi for a moment, even think of Tony Stark, of any Avenger that you want to think. Because maybe sometimes when you think of Avengers, we may get more power. When you think of Mahatma Gandhi, you think of respect, reverence. When you think of Avengers, you want to win over evil. You want to win over yourself. Each one of us feel very powerful. Each one of those characters, even in that script of a movie, in a Hollywood movie, if you see, there will be a reflective part where those characters will think for a moment. The greatness of Mahatma Gandhi is the fact that his inner strength, even when he was shot, to say, hey Ram, but to say what is happening and to say that forgive him, or to reflect every day, was the great strength. The human ability is not that we can multitask. The human ability is we can go deeper into our minds. Even animals can multitask. We've seen it enough in National Geographic and other channels. Humans can multitask. Humans can think. Humans have empathy. We continuously claim that we have the sixth sense, but we 100%, I at least know, and I think that animals have a great sense, empathy also. But what we have is the ability to use our mind for greater things. And Mahatma Gandhi is somebody who understood inner strength. He had the ability to reflect with his mind. I want you to think about it. If you got your certificates, if you're going to get your certificates today, please remember you are qualified to be like that. Sometimes when we revere people, call them Mahatma, we think they are not reachable. If you ask Mahatma Gandhi if there was a way to WhatsApp him now, he will say, you can beat me, you can be better. He was internally inspired, he can be eternally inspiring, which means each one of us can outlive that. The second person that naturally we will talk about is Dr. Kalam. What is Dr. Kalam is many things. He's cool, he loved children, he was a great visionary, he was many, many things, scientific, tempered, and multiple things. But for me, his singular focus was phenomenal. If he had thought about multiple things, if he multitasked in Rameshwaram, maybe he would have become a district collector there. Maybe he would have become a bank clerk there. Maybe he would have become a business person running a departmental store there. But singular focus took him to Delhi, took him to Sarabhai, took him to Satish Dhawan, took him to multiple people, has given us a space program. Today in 2024, if 10 reasons why India is an emerging power, the space program is certainly in the top 5. And the next few years, we just saw the 4 astronauts just last month unveiled. We saw all 4 of them will be the first 4 people, maybe one of them, 2 of them, one doesn't know, will go to the moon. Singular focus made that possible. ஏன் இந்த singular focus பத்தி உங்ககிட்ட பேசுறேன்னா, to be top 10, focus இல்லாம நீங்க பண்ணிருக்க முடியாது. மிச்ச 50 பேர் in many ways will be better than you. You know your classmates, some of them are better than you. But what is that singular focus that you will achieve, you will have, you will build in நம்ம பார்த்தோம்னா, you can do much more. You have focus now, but build that singular focus. Build that vision. Of course, you will be multi-interested. Ask my life, there are multi-interests. 10 minutes before somebody called me, complete distraction for something else that should have or could have happened in my life. But singular focus is extremely important. That is what we should learn from Dr. Kalam, and dedication. Distraction illa. Every distraction was an addition to his singular focus. If he's playing the veena, he was focusing on how to concentrate playing the veena and build the next rocket. If he was reading Thirukural, then naturally he was getting inspired on how to build India even further. If he was talking to children, he was absolutely dedicated to ensure every child understands to dream for India. Singular focus and dedication are the most inspiring things out of Dr. Kalam. In this context, I want to say, even though there are 100 other things. The next, to our own founder, Ayya. What do I want to think? Again, since I've had the pleasure, I only have heard of Mahatma Gandhi, I've met people who've met Mahatma Gandhi, I've read about some of it. I have naturally met Dr. Kalam multiple times, so I can speak with some authority on saying what I learned, but I've naturally lived with my grandfather. So I can say with certain authority, 2 things that stand out for me is his vision and his aspiration. A lot of people look at him as an elder, some people look at him as a philosophical person, spiritual person, kind person, and so many other things. But for me, he was a visionary person. There was no date or day or time he stopped visioning. And the vision was not to say, what will I do? What will we do? What will India do? What will this world do? What will we do together? And that aspiration was how he will be part of it. Vision is common, aspiration was singular. Both are very important. Sometimes we always think it's fashionable to say, hey, what will I do for the planet? Of course, if you went and asked Mother Teresa, she will say, I want to make sure that no person goes hungry in this world or in this country. That vision is important. The vision for the country, vision for society, vision for your family, vision for your friends, vision for your classmates is very, very important. But your aspiration on how you will do, because you are in this auditorium, because you are already special, singularly different, and not ordinary, not just somebody. You are an MGS scholar. I want you to remember these 3 people and think of those qualities, because otherwise it will be just a certificate. It will be just another photograph. We all have many photographs, and look at many photographs and look at what you got in 6th standard and 8th standard and 10th standard and 12th standard, and you only will think, if I had run 10 seconds faster, if I had worked 10 hours more, if I had concentrated a little 10% more, நான் எங்க இருந்திருப்பேன்னு யோசிச்சு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒவ்வொருத்தருக்கும் தெரியும் the gap was 10%. Now you're 10% out of the rest, but your gap to go to the next level is about 10 to 20%. If you give that 10 to 20%, then you can be on that slide one day too. That is what this event is about. This event is not that we want great pictures, we want an occasion, we want to create an AC auditorium and put all of you in an afternoon. The idea is to tell you that if you can do this, you can do that. I want to congratulate you for what you've achieved, but as I said, a visa untraveled is a waste in the passport and waste of money and time. Now you have the visa today. If you're in your final year, visa to do more. If in your first year, next 3 years is fantastic time. Second year, time is running, but third year, time is very short. Do it fantastically. Again, PG, which semester you are, it matters. Use this time, use this day. As the principal said, thank people. Have enormous gratitude, because gratitude is powerful. But I also want to tell you what is important in today's world And I also want to take this opportunity to tell you two very interesting incidents that I think is very powerful. One is I was at Dubai, and I was sharing with some of our senior faculty and administrators a few weeks ago. I was in the UAE, part of a delegation, industry delegation, and I met 3 ministers. The kind of excitement that they have for India is infectious and inspiring. நம்மளுக்கே அந்த அளவுக்கு நம்ம மேல நம்பிக்கை இருக்குமான்னு தெரியல. The world seems to have and expect us. When I'm saying this, it's not that everything is good here. There are lots of things we have to struggle and work with, but there are at least opportunities emerging. அதுவும் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ல இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்காலர்ஷிப் வாங்குற ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு naturally is going to be a phenomenal time. We have to remember that this is a great time, but next 5 years, next 3 years, next 10 years is a short time. We all have to do the best. The second opportunity, which I again consider as a great learning experience in the last 10 years or maybe in my life, is I had an hour of a discussion, or hour and 90 minutes discussion with Bill Gates about 2 weeks ago in Delhi. 8 of us were invited, and each one of us asked something, and he was discussing, and it was unbelievable that a mind like Bill Gates will spend 90 minutes with 10 people and willing to answer, think, and discuss things. And what do I want to tell you? Why am I bringing Bill Gates into an MGS event? Is because it's the mind, it's the power of the mind. You all have a part of it. Mahatma Gandhi had it, Dr. Kalam had it, our founder Ayya had it, and I'm sure people like Bill Gates have it. And certainly you all have it. This is very important for you to celebrate and remember that if you can do this, you can do anything else in the planet. So I want to once again congratulate you and say that you cannot be a one-time wonder. You cannot be the same level wonder. You have to keep growing higher, higher, higher. Go global, go international, make this place, this country, this world a better place, and keep sending us feedback on saying how you're changing the planet to be fantastic. So once again, good afternoon to all of you. You know, the advantage is standing here, you exactly know how many people are listening, pretending to be listening, and WhatsApping and talking to somebody else. You have a guesstimation of it. But thank you for listening to me. I just want to tell you that we are very proud of you, because the quality of all our institutions, all the 4 or 5 institutions, is the fact that each one of you are performing, and the faculty who are with you, standing, minding, mentoring, will make the change. So thank you so much for your success. We celebrate your success, but we just want to tell you that don't be just successful, be significant. Thank you so much, and best wishes.
மகாத்மாவின் பெயரால் உதவித்தொகை வழங்கப்படும் இந்நிகழ்வின் அவசியத்தை விளக்கியுரைத்த இனியதொரு தலைமுறைக்கு நன்றி ஐயா.
Now comes the most awaited moment of our event, the distribution of the Mahatma Gandhi Merit Scholarships. This is a moment we believe each recipient will hold dear all through your life, for it is a testament to your merit, awarded in the revered name of one of the greatest leaders of our era, the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Moving forward, may I request our esteemed correspondent, Sri M. Balasubramaniam, and our respected joint correspondent, Sri Shankar Vanavrayar, to present the Certificate of Merit to the students of Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture. May we request the students from Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture to please move on to the dais to collect the certificates of merit along with the faculty coordinators. Thank you, sir. We now move forward recognizing the students from Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science. Firstly, I invite the student representatives from BCom along with the HOD Dr. Sumati to the dais to collect the certificates of merit from our respected correspondent. Student representatives from BCom PA will now receive the certificates on stage. Student representatives from BBA, led by Dr. Balu, will now be presented with the certificates of merit. Student representatives of BBA IB will now be presented with the certificates of merit. Student representatives from the Department of Political Science, led by Dr. Makkalanban, will now be presented with the certificates of merit. I request the students from the Department of Psychology, led by Dr. Jnana Prakash, to please move on to the dais to collect the certificates of merit from our respected correspondent. Student representatives from the Department of Visual Communication, led by Dr. Leo, will now be presented with the certificates of merit. Student representatives from the Department of Economics, led by Dr. Shuganta Mani, will now be presented with the certificates of merit by our respected correspondent. The meritorious students from the Department of Tamil Creative Writing, led by Dr. Venugopal, will now be presented with the certificates of merit. Student representatives from MSW, led by Dr. Santosh, will now be presented with the certificates of merit. Now, the postgraduate students of political science, led by Dr. Makkalanban, will now be presented with the certificates of merit by our respected correspondent. Student achievers in the discipline of sports, NCC and NSS from Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science will now be presented with the certificates of merit led by Dr. Sheila Srivatsava. Now we move forward with the recognition of the meritorious students from Kumaraguru College of Technology. Firstly, I invite the student representatives from the Department of Aeronautical Engineering, led by Dr. Sendil Kumar, who will now be presented with the certificates of merit by our correspondent and our respected joint correspondent. Student representatives from the Department of Automobile Engineering will now be presented with the certificates of merit. Joining them is the head of the department, Dr. Andrew Pon Abraham. The meritorious student representatives from AIDS will now be presented with the certificates of merit, accompanied by Dr. Shenbagam. Student representatives from the Department of Biotechnology, led by the head of the department, Dr. Vinoho Stephen Raphael, will now be presented with the certificates of merit by a correspondent and joint correspondent. Moving forward, student representatives from the Department of Civil Engineering, led by Dr. Selvin, will now be presented with the certificates of merit. Moving forward, the student representatives from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering will now be presented with the certificates of merit, and we request Dr. Raghuveer, Director, KSI, to please join our students to receive the honor. We now invite the student representatives from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, led by Dr. Bharati, to collect the certificates of merit from our respected correspondent and joint correspondent. The meritorious student representatives from the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering will now be presented with the certificates of merit, and the students are accompanied by their head of the department, Dr. Malarbiri. Student representatives from the Department of Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, led by Dr. Dinesh, will now be presented with the certificates of merit. Student representatives from the Department of Fashion Technology, along with their HOD Dr. Priyadarshini, will now be presented with the certificates of merit by our correspondent and joint correspondent. Student representatives from the Department of Information Science and Engineering will now be presented with the certificates of merit. The students are accompanied by the head of the department, Professor Thiruvari. Student representatives from the Department of Information Technology, led by Dr. Vanitha, will now be presented with the certificates of merit. Student representatives from the Department of Mechatronics Engineering, led by Dr. Saravana Mohan, will now be presented with the certificates of merit. Student representatives from the Department of Mechanical Engineering, along with their HOD Dr. Vail Murugan, will now be presented with the certificates of merit. Student representatives from the Department of Textile Technology, along with their HOD Dr. Ramesh Babu, will now be presented with the certificates of merit. Student representatives from the Postgraduate Department ME and MTech will now be led by Dr. Sundar Raj, who shall now be presented with the certificates of merit by our respected correspondent. Student representatives from KCT Business School will now be presented with the certificate of merit. May I invite Dr. Mary Cherian to please accompany the students. We are happy to invite Professor Sendilvel Kumaran to join the meritorious students on stage to receive the certificates. I invite the meritorious student representatives from the Department of Computer Applications to move on to the dais, who shall now be presented with the certificate of merit. The students are accompanied by the head of the department, Dr. Vijilesh. the student representatives who have achieved in the domains of sports, NCC and NSS from Kumaraguru College of Technology will now be presented with their certificates of merit. We thank the dignitaries for presenting the certificates of merit. May we request you to please take your seats on the dais.
ஒழுக்கமே வாழ்வு எனும் தாரக மந்திரத்தால் இயங்கும் நம் நிறுவனத்தின் கல்வி உதவித்தொகையை தங்கள் தனித்திறன்களின் மூலம் பெற்று மகிழ்ந்த மாணவர்கள் தற்போது ஏற்புரை வழங்குவர்.
I invite Ms. Subhashini from third year Civil Engineering to reflect her thoughts on receiving the Mahatma Gandhi Merit Scholarship Award.
So good afternoon everybody present over here. I am Subhashini, currently pursuing my third year civil engineering. First of all, a very happy moment for me in my life, and I am deeply humbled and honored to receive this prestigious Mahatma Gandhi Merit Scholarship Award today. First of all, I would like to thank my Amma. She is the backbone of my life. She is my inspiration and role model. Thank you, Amma, for your every support. And then, next I would like to thank my Mahatma Foundation. I am very proud to say here, Sujit sir, Sindhu ma'am and JC sir providing me this beautiful KCT institution and make my life into colorful. And then I would like to thank my friends who always be in my support and pillar of my strength in every success. And then I would like to thank Nivedanana and Rakshanaka. These two peoples were very supportive. So thank you, Anna and Akka. And finally, I would like to thank my department staff who shaped my every step in my career, both in personal and professional life. Thank you, my dear staffs. And once again, a very thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
நன்றி சுபாசினி. அடுத்ததாக ஏற்புரை வழங்க ததி சத்யா சிவில் இன்ஜினியரிங் துறையிலிருந்து வருகிறார்.
My heartful welcome to one and all gathered here today. On this gracious occasion, I am privileged to deliver my thoughts on receiving Mahatma Gandhi Merit Scholarship. I am Dadi from Civil Engineering, and this is the second time I am receiving Mahatma Gandhi Merit Scholarship, and last year I received. So last year I just remember I was just sitting on the last part and I was just thinking, many people same like this, they came and they just said the award acceptance, and I was just thinking, will we say the next year or will we say the other year? But today I feel really very happy for being a part of this special day. And each and every time we receive this award, we get the same pleasure, same motivation and same happiness. And rather than being a scholarship, it holds a lot of emotion, dedication, determination, and a lot of happiness into us. And to be honest, being in the campus for the entire year, the month of March holds a lot of remarkable moments and very special memories, because it is the month of Mahatma Gandhi Merit Scholarship. And we used to check our Outlook mail very often, that did we receive any notifications or did we receive anything. We used to check, me and my friends used to check very often, and we'll discuss, did you receive? And we used to get afraid that, oh, we just got missed out, and we used to just discuss on that. And we'll eagerly wait for the information that are we selected for that. And immediately when we know, it might be 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, we used to call our parents and say, Amma, I did it, yeah, this time also I'm selected. And they used to show a lot of happiness to us. And this would be really impossible without the support of my faculty members and my institution who are supporting us in all the facilities, and they are igniting us, shaping us, motivating us in our career and profession and our discipline too. So I thank my faculty members and my institution for being a part of my journey. And once again, I thank my parents, faculties and my institution for giving me an opportunity to deliver my thoughts. Thank you.
Next, I invite Master Ashutosh Kabra from the Department of Business Administration, Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science, to share his reflections on receiving the scholarship.
Happy evening, one and all present here. I am Ashutosh Kabra from the School of Management of Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science, and I am deeply honored to accept the MG Scholarship Award. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I extend my heartfelt thanks to all my gurus, as they are not just teachers, they are our guides who illuminate the path to wisdom and inspire the journey within. I also thank my mentors, my family members, my friends, and not to forget my seniors and juniors as well for their unwavering support. Your encouragement and support has been invaluable in my journey. I would also like to congratulate the fellow awardees. Congratulations to one and all. Last but not the least, thank you so very much, Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science, for this incredible opportunity. I am thrilled to have had the chance to make the most of it and to continue striving for the excellence in my academic pursuits and in general. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kabra. Moving forward, I invite Ms. Harini from the second year of the Department of Psychology to share her thoughts.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Harini Center Sriraj from second year BSc Psychology. Being a first-time recipient of the Mahatma Gandhi Scholarship is a great moment of honor for me. The happiness of such success is not just felt by the success, but by the appreciation one receives for that achievement. And this merit scholarship is one such recognition. It is indeed a distinctive initiative with purpose, as it recognizes every student for their achievement. And I'm sure it's also a holistic achievement recognition for us. As our joint correspondent spoke, we feel extremely celebrated, and I'm sure most of us will work towards becoming significant individuals of tomorrow. I would like to take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt gratitude to my parents and to all the dedicated faculty and the management for their support along the way. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Harini. On behalf of the student representatives of Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture, I invite Ms. Preeti to share her reflections on receiving the scholarship.
Good evening all. I am Preeti, third year, pursuing Horns Agriculture from Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture. I am deeply honored and humbled to stand before you as the recipient of MG scholarship offered from our esteemed institution. I feel so grateful to study in an institution which encourages and acknowledges the students through MG scholarship. So the scheme not only encourages the academic excellences, but also sports and social activities. So this scholarship represents for more than just a financial assistance. So it symbolizes a belief in my abilities and a commitment to support my educational journey. I am committed to use my education to bring a positive change and to contribute meaningfully to the society. Once again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for this incredible honor. I'm truly grateful and excited for the journey ahead. Thank you.
ஏற்புரைக்கு நன்றி பிரீத்தி. அடுத்ததாக நல்லபடி நடந்து முடிந்த இந்நிகழ்வுக்கு நன்றியுரை வழங்க குமரகுரு பன்முக கலை அறிவியல் கல்லூரியின் முதல்வர் முனைவர் விஜிலா எட்வின் கென்னடி அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம்.
Good evening, and as we close this very significant event, we place our gratitude towards our founder chairman, Dr. Mahalingam Ayya avargal, for instituting this kind of an award, and we are extremely grateful and thankful for his visionary direction in motivating young people and the youth of the nation. My thanks to Sri Balasubramaniam, correspondent of Kumaraguru institutions, Mr. Shankar Vanavarayar, joint correspondent of Kumaraguru institutions, and the board for continuing this vision, because as a board, every year they encourage us to ensure that the students are recognized, the students are rewarded for their hard work. And I also especially thank them for their presence here today. And we thank you, sir, for joining us for this event. I also thank all the other principals, directors, deans, our executive director, the faculty members who have joined us here today. But a very, very special congratulations to all the students who have received this award. I'm sure that they are going out with a lot of energy, with a lot of enthusiasm to do more, to look forward to what you can contribute more to yourself, to your family, and to the nation. And thank you to the parents who have joined us online, and my appreciations to the parents for supporting our students and guiding them, helping them in their achievements. My also special thanks to Office of Student Affairs, the Controller of Examination Section, all the class advisors who have worked towards this. And I'm sure that such events always makes us feel very positive to do more as an institution. Thank you and have a pleasant evening.
Thank you, ma'am. We now draw the curtains of the Mahatma Gandhi Merit Scholarship Distribution Ceremony 2022-23 with the national anthem. May I request everyone to please rise.
जनहन मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनहन मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you, everyone. Hearty congratulations to all the proud recipients of Mahatma Gandhi Merit Scholarship, and we wish you all the very best to scale great heights. May we request the dignitaries on the dais to join us after a short break for the photo session.